"Hope you have a good lawyer," my ex-wife said after showing up at court pregnant, demanding my house, custody, and support. We'd been separated 9 months. Clean divorce, no kids, split everything fair. Then she walks into the courtroom with a baby bump and maternity dress, crying about how stressed the pregnancy's been. Her lawyer immediately demands I pay for prenatal care, keep the house for stability, and prepare for child support. The judge looks sympathetic. I'm panicking because the timeline actually works. We were together 10 months ago. But here's the thing. 3 months into our separation, she called me sobbing at 2 a.m., saying she'd lost our baby. She said she'd been pregnant for 6 weeks and didn't want to tell me until she was sure. Then she miscarried. I remember that phone call like it was yesterday, the way her voice broke, how she said, "Our baby's gone," over and over. I cried harder than I'd ever cried in my life. We may have been separating, but that was still my child, or so I thought. She sent me ultrasound photos the next day, blurry black and white images with her name on them. Then came the doctor's notes, the follow-up appointment summaries, details about the D&C procedure she supposedly had. I read every single word, torturing myself with what could have been. I delayed our divorce by 2 months, told my lawyer I couldn't do it while she was grieving. I sent her flowers every week, checked on her constantly, asked if she needed anything, money, food, someone to talk to. I even offered to go to grief counseling together. She played the part perfectly, told me she couldn't sleep, that she kept thinking about baby names, that her arms felt empty. I believed every single word because why wouldn't I? Who fakes a miscarriage? My sister told me I was being too nice to her, that I needed to move on, but I couldn't. The guilt was eating me alive. Maybe if we hadn't been fighting so much, maybe if I'd been more supportive, maybe our baby would still be here. For months, I carried that weight. I'd wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. Started seeing a therapist because the grief wouldn't let go. My therapist kept asking me why I felt so guilty about a relationship that was already ending. I told her it wasn't about the relationship. It was about the baby we'd never get to meet. I bought a small wooden box and put the ultrasound photos inside, kept it in my drawer. Sometimes I'd take it out and just stare at those grainy images, wondering if it had been a boy or a girl. My mom caught me doing it once and cried with me. She said she'd lost a grandchild too. Then 2 weeks before our court date, something felt off. She posted a photo at a bar, holding a drink, looking happy. Not like someone who'd lost a child 6 months ago. My friend who's a nurse said something that stuck with me. Grief doesn't have a timeline, but this feels wrong. I hired a lawyer who specialized in fraud cases. She dug deeper than I ever could have. That's when everything unraveled. My lawyer asked for a moment and pulled out a folder. "Your Honor, I'd like to call Dr. Lisa Phillips, my client's ex-wife's current physician." My ex's face went pale. Her lawyer looked confused. The doctor testified under oath that she'd been treating my ex for 8 months. No pregnancy, no miscarriage, nothing, ever. She'd never even had a pregnancy test done at that office. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. All those months of grief, the flowers, the guilt, the sleepless nights wondering if I could have done something different, all of it was a lie. Then my lawyer presented the ultrasound photos she'd sent me. Reverse image search showed they were stock photos from a pregnancy website. The doctor's notes had a fake letterhead. The follow-up summaries were copy-pasted from medical forums online. The judge's face went cold. My ex started crying, saying she was emotionally pregnant, and I owed her for the pain I caused. The judge denied everything, awarded me costs, and referred her for a psych evaluation. She manipulated my grief for months just to scam me in court.